I have to check and see if the mic is working, and then I will give you guys the... So, maybe skip forward about a minute or so, because I need to make sure I'm not screwing it up. And it didn't have audio, and I was pissed. So. So, you are wondering how to dupe in DayZ because you're either trying to raid or tired of seeing everybody else running around with all the gear in the world. And to be honest, there's only one method I can teach you that I know for sure works. And that's because that is the method that I have done repeatedly in the past. And yeah, I get it, there's a lot of haters on dupers out there, but you know, if you don't like it, then report it. There's always a bug report symbol in the bottom left of the game. But if you're trying to learn how to dupe, there's not a lot you can fuck up. You do need a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 5 to do it, and you do need to own DayZ digitally, not on disc. And another thing that's really important, have a stable internet connection, something that's not going to drop out, because if it drops out, it fucks up the whole process, okay? So, to start off, you need to log in on your PlayStation 5 into your server, your base, wherever you want to do the dupe at. Just make sure it's somewhere you know where it is and you know what server it's on. And if you don't really care about any of that, you can just kind of, you know, see how it goes. Just make sure you know where you're at, because, you know, you're basically duping for no reason then. But what you're going to want to do is you spawn in like I did, but I'm not on the PS4 because I'm not going to actually do it, but you can try it out for yourselves. It will work, I guarantee you 100%. It has not been patched yet. But basically what you want to do is you just you stay logged in on the PS5 where you want to do the dupe at, and then on the PS4 you start logging in on the exact same account that you have that gear on, right? So say it's your main, so you log in on your main on the PS4 too, but you're still in on the PS5. So then you have to start launching the game, right? So Elon Musk Wi-Fi, everybody. But basically, sorry, I'm getting a little off topic. You get the error code on the PS5, you tap X twice, and then it gives you the error code on the PS4. So it's easiest to do it if you have like two TVs set up side by side. And how I do it is I keep the PS5 controller in my left hand, and I tap X twice. And then on the PS4, I have that other controller in my right hand, and I tap X twice every time I get the error code on each. And I do that until the game is loaded, and then you have to make sure to not load into the same server that you're in on the PS5, because it won't work. It won't let you load in, because you're obviously already on that server. So you choose any other server. It can be a Livonia or a Chernarus, as long as it's still a first-person server if that's what you're trying to dupe on, or a third-person server if that's what you're trying to dupe on. And then you keep selecting X every time you get the error code, and it'll start loading you in on the PS4, like you'll get the countdown timer. And while you're getting the timer, you have to keep switching back and forward, like pressing X to close the error code and like switch the console that it's like letting you play on. And you do that until it loads you in on the PS4. And once you're in on the PS4, you're just going to be standing there with all your gear and stuff, and that's going to be the account that saves. So you basically, you have to keep hitting the X the whole time. That's a tedious, annoying part of the whole Dupe process. But once you're in on the PS4, you can start dropping your loot on the PS5. So I tend to just drop a couple items at a time. I want to say like maybe, like I can drop 3 items and then I tap X on the PS4 and it kicks me off, and then I have to, you know, launch it back on the PS5 by tapping X, and then I drop the rest of my shit usually and press options and log out. And then as soon as you do that, you want to tap X on the PS4 again, and then you want to log out on it too. And while you're logging out, you keep switching back and forward until you're in the home screen on both screens. Your players should be completely naked on the PS5, and on the PS4 you should still have all of your gear. And basically you load back into the same server you were just on, or whatever server you want to go on, and you go exactly where you did the dupe at, and it should all be there on the ground. Like, it works for me every time. If it doesn't work for you, then they patched it, which, I mean, I think I did a dupe today, so if you're watching this anytime soon, it shouldn't be patched. But you're gonna get a countdown timer when you load in on the PS4, even if you're loading into the exact same server you were just on. And that's basically how you know you did it right. You will, you know, find the stuff, like, you know, it's pretty easy to do. There's not cool, you know. More dupers is always more fun for me. And until they patch it, I'm pretty sure this is one of the only videos out there that, like, goes into detail on exactly how to do it. There is the boycott method, or whatever the method is called, the one you have to, like, pay for or watch ads. It just basically DDoSes your internet, but I don't know how that works. I've never used it, but if I helped you out, cool. And I hope to see you on DayZ sometime. And yeah, Stoners Unite, or something like that.